The worst thing about being a black man is you constantly have to prove you're non-threatening. You constantly have to prove you're one of the good ones. You constantly have to prove to them that, hey, you could trust me. You're safe around me. It's a constant of proving your innocence. You're automatically guilty. Now, don't get me wrong. I love being the way I was born. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I don't know, maybe because this all I know. Maybe because I'm accustomed to it. That's all I know. I don't know how to be anybody else. I don't know how to be anybody else. I never lived that life. But I can tell you about this life I lived. It's like being this, like, especially to the outside world, like, especially as a man. Now black women have their own things they go through. I can't speak for them, but as a man, it's a never ending battle. It's a never ending battle. You constantly have to suppress your blackness because being too black is ghetto. So you constantly have to do things to please society and please whoever you interacting with, especially if they're not the same color as you. You constantly have to talk proper, and you constantly have to dress a certain way. You constantly have to have your hair a certain way. Everything just so they can look at you as, okay, he's one of the good ones. He's one of the good ones. I feel safe around him. I'm not saying we all angels. Nobody's perfect. But the feeling that I constantly have to hide who I am because if I don't, it's going to close certain opportunities or it's going to limit to how far I could get in life because we're not meant to get that far in life. We're meant to just get by. But if you want to do more than just get by, you have to, you can't be who you was born to be. You got to be who society wants you to be. Now, I'm not saying who society wants you to be is wrong, but I'm not saying you can't be who you want to be. You can't wear your natural hair how you want to wear your natural hair. You can't dress how you want to dress. Because if it's not deemed appropriate in the eyes of others, then you just won't get too far. Now, I don't know why this was on my mind. I don't know why this was on my mind, but I just thought about it. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like, I'm constantly having to prove my innocence. As a black man, you're constantly on trial. And everything you do is basically proving your innocence. You want that certain job, you gotta prove your innocence. Forget the skills. Forget the skills and the certificates and certifications. That's cool. That's cool. Prove your innocence first. Prove that you could fit in. Prove you could fit into how society wants you to be. Once you can prove that, then we could talk about. Then we could look at your application. You ever been on an interview and you find yourself like changing your voice and talking more proper and doing certain stuff that you normally don't even do because you feel like that's what they want to see. Now I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm saying it's something you feel subconsciously that you have to do. Now, if you want it, that's cool. But I'm saying you feel like you have to do it. Why do you feel like you have to do it? Hey, man, hey. And when I talk about a black man proving his innocence, I'm not even just talking about like from like other races and stuff like that. So you even gotta prove your innocence to your fellow black man. You still have to. You know why? Because I'm guilty of that. If I see a random dude approaching me and he look like me, I'm like, hold on. Let me be precautious because I don't know. I don't know about you yet. Let me see if you could prove your innocence to me first. Now, peep what I said. I said a dude that looks like me. A dude that looks just like me. And I'm making him prove his innocence to me before I feel comfortable to interact with him. But look at me telling y'all how I feel like society looks at us. It kind of makes you look at yourself like damn, am I really who they say I am? Like am I really that? Am I really no? I know that sound crazy. But I feel like that's a stigma that gotta change. I gotta change. We don't look at other people like that. We don't. Especially in a predominantly black country. When you see someone of different ethnic backgrounds, you don't look at them like that. You don't look at them automatically look at them as a threat. Look at them as a problem. You probably look at them in high regards. You probably look at them in high regards. You probably think, they got status, money, this, that, and the third. Now, the black man can have the same thing, but that's not the first thing you're going to notice first. First thing you're going to notice, and if he can prove his innocence. Now, once you prove his innocence, then we could get to all the other stuff. But yeah, and the reason why this the idea sparked in my mind, right, is because I was in a store. Every time I'm in the store, I always feel like I'm under surveillance. Mind you, I never stolen anything a day in my life.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Like as soon as I walk in the store, like they can't wait to ask me, "Hey, you need any help?" Like, nah, I'm just browsing. Like, you didn't ask the other person if they needed help. Like, wow, do I have a sign on my forehead that say help me? You get what I'm saying? That's crazy. Because you know why? These people don't know me, and I don't know these people. So to them, I have to prove but you can't really prove your innocence doing a little store run. But to them, you're guilty. You're guilty. You're guilty, but you just haven't been caught yet.
Hurry up and buy.
You're just guilty. So anyway, I digress. So I'm not saying that we all innocent. I'm not saying that we all angels. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I know me. I know how I am. I know my mind. I know my heart. And I know my boundaries. And I know what I'm willing to do and what I would never do. But to have someone look at you and everything that you think you would never do, they automatically think you would do it. And guess what? There's some people that would do it. But guess what? Every time you hear me speak, I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for me because everybody's circumstance, childhood, upbringing is different. Lifestyle different. So I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for me. I didn't want to make this about like race or nothing. It's just how I perceive the world or how the world perceives me. That's all this is. Now, it been like this from the beginning of time. There's nothing little old me could ever do to change it. The only thing I could do is adapt to it. There's nothing I could do to change it. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and act like every day I'll go through life is the worst thing in the world and I feel targeted. No. It's every once in a while, every occurrence, it'll happen. It'll happen. But just because it ain't happening to me today doesn't mean it ain't happening to someone else today. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But like I said, I wouldn't change for anything in the world. I wouldn't want to be purple, red, green, or silver. I like who I am. Matter of fact, I love who I am. I'm glad I'm the person that came into this world like this. I'm glad I came into this world like this because I can't see it no other way. I can't see no other way. But yeah, y'all know I just be on here ranting and talking and stuff. Like, I don't know. Hopefully, just hoping that someone feels me and someone can relate, But yeah. But like I say, being a black man is literally the best of both worlds. It's literally the best of both worlds. Everybody outside, they love the culture, love the music, love the food, all that good stuff. But but stigmatize the people. It's like a generational thing because you have to realize that we all start from, okay, life is a marathon. Life is a marathon, and some people start the marathon a little further back. Some people, get a little boost, get a little push. As a black man, like you gotta work a little harder. I'm not gonna lie to you, just to have a little taste of success, because it's not meant for you. At least that's how I feel like it. So that's why I applaud anybody that get to that stage, because they doing some things that, dang, like I used to think I can never do. They doing things I used to think I could never do. But to see them do it, they give me hope. But yeah, like I said, it's just a generational thing, and nothing I can do about it. Listen, other people, from when they have kids and grandkids and blah 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 and blah 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 and future grandkids or great grandkids, they pass down knowledge, and they pass down deeds, and they pass down land and all that good stuff. And me, you get passed down family disputes, you get to pass down trauma, you get to pass down all type of BS. Then on top of that, you gotta suck it up and be a man, because you gotta make it happen. You gotta make it happen. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just ranting now. I think I got off. I think I got off topic. I don't even know. I'm just ranting. But yeah, like I say, wouldn't change it for the world. I love being me. I wouldn't change it for the world. On that note, I love everybody. Don't care what you is. I love everybody. I treat everybody with the same respect. I don't have no discriminative bone in my body. That's just not on my heart. That's just not how I roll. Now if you do, then hey, I pray you overcome that. But hey, that's just me. Anyway, let me get out of here. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.